Hello everyone, welcome back. BogMod here. And I'm going to show off some stats. So first of all, we got the great powers. USA. 71 million people. 15,000 score. So 3 times the more than France. France is a great power. Good. 20 million people. Only 5,000 more score. Russia, 46 million people. Yeah, we're never going to really be friends with them anymore. We ended up making them give our lands back, but they also felt that they owned that land. So now Austria's done very well for itself. 4th place, right? Strong industry, military. Who are you at war with? The Second Prussian Submission War. Alright, well, good luck. Now, the UK has fallen far. Now, of course, I did take a bunch of territory from North America. I have a holding in England itself. I made them free Ireland. So all in all, things going well. Netherlands, they just kind of they really bounced around the whole game, all over the place. But they're doing okay. Japan has finally climbed up into a world power position at 1,700 points, unlikely to be dislodged anytime soon. With their 10 million people. Sweden. A recent addition to the Great Powers list. They're not a superpower. They're unlikely to ever be a superpower, but they are at 1,100 points a respectable power. Denmark. They've also kind of hovered around becoming a power, but at 300 points below Sweden. I don't think they're going to do it in this game. Australia, welcome to my sphere, buddy. They've just kind of they got independence from England a while ago, and now they've gone communist, and that's how they like it. China, at their 67 million people, they were a great power for a little while. They've since lost it. Prussia, Prussia. Prussia just could never get things going in this one. Despite all their efforts, they just couldn't get it going. And yeah, they were dissected a while ago. Brazil, yeah, they've done well for themselves. 14th place in the world. So definitely a respected economy. Sorry. They were 14th. Now Russia dropped to 14th. Like I said. Prussia, not the strongest in the world. The South Germans formed. I believe Bavaria ended up forming them. So that's neat. We got Saxony doing their own thing. Part of Mexico. We took land off them a while ago, and that's just how things are. Persia, doing well for itself. It's expanded. Although I got an excuse to punch them in the face once, and then I did. Yeah, so that's the major powers. We'll go look at the maps, as you can see. Now, so I would have taken more. I would have taken all of this, but there are there's rules basically on how Denmark and Argentina. Second, let me just fix this. Add to my sphere. And then Denmark. Where are you, Denmark? Denmark. I think I have troops that can handle that, right? Perfect. Where was I? Right. So, just because of the mechanics of this game, right? You can't just like if this were EU4, taking this tiny little chunk of British Saskatchewan would cost virtually nothing in a peace deal, right? But because of how it works, these two little pieces of land, in terms of infamy, which is kind of the big limiter in this game, would cost me the same as taking all of Wales, and it's literal millions of people. So, yeah, that's kind of why we did that as it is. Also, kind of the same reason I didn't fully devour Mexico. They're a civilized nation. It costs a lot of infamy to try and conquer them, so I didn't. Brazil Brazil was aggressive in South America. As you can see, they made a big name for themselves. So good on them. I was happy to support that. Africa. I made a hard push into Africa and did great. Just great. As you can see by my expansive holdings. Jenning, good. Another holding. What do you need? 2 infantry. 2 sources. I need 10 total. That should do it. Yeah. No, I made a big push, and we were able to take a huge quantity of Africa. Most of it, sadly, has not become states or cores. But we would be seeing a slow transition. Some of these places, like, finally, 5% there. %, yeah. So, it was going to happen. It was just going to take a lot of time. More than this game has. Here's my sphere of influence, by the way. Yeah, the Ottomans, they just kept getting sick and weak. Now they're at 20th. Even though, I mean, at 7 million people, if they'd been careful at the start, they could have maintained their power a lot better. As you can see, Persia did well for itself. I had an excuse, so I took it. Also had an excuse, and I wanted a little bit of land, so I took that. Manchuria. All right. So the Chinese Empire did its thing, kind of, sort of, in a weird way. But they did westernize. Japan stayed on their island. They meddled a little, but they stayed on their island. Yeah, so that's kind of the state of the world. Lots of issues in the Ottoman Empire. Some Greek issues. Nothing else is too crazy. I'm pretty liked. Civilization level. Migration. Everyone still loves to migrate to my country. I'll take more fascists, I think. I think that's better than socialists if I want to get my conservatives back in power. So yeah. Everyone loves my countries. Of course, we're number one. Oh, come on, Democrats. I need you in power. I've been trying to get the Conservatives back in power for a while, and it's not worked out as much as I'd hoped. Say. Let's check that. We've maxed out the tech tree, so we're as techy as one can be. Moralism. Pink is very dense. So our most populated place in the country. It's either Philadelphia. Yes, Philadelphia at 1.41 million. London. What if we reduced London to 1.6? Okay, no, never mind. So the capitals of the European powers, still pretty populous. Obviously, lots of people over here. Oh, hello. Okay. Not quite sure what the naval tab means. Alright, so the Democrats favor intervention. See, if I had intervention, I could do a lot more about all these useless factories. Yeah, that's the state of the world. Pretty nice. Pretty pleased with it. Looks like 1936 will be the end year. So 2 years. Less than 2 years. I'll just kind of run down the clock, I think. Population. Extra 150,000 every month. That's certainly not bad. Interesting. I should... I might actually be able to get them to flip. I just need more bureaucrats. So basically, to make them a state, I need a certain percentage to be Yankee. And more specifically, Yankee bureaucrats. Probably too late in the game to do that, but you know, never hurts to try. Apparently we still make opium. We built the Suez and the Panama Canals, which were, you know, nice little achievements to put in the feather cap that is America. What are you missing, buddy? Apparently another infantryman. Let's make another American army. Because America is full of population. A couple of them. A couple of them. Four, five, six, 7, 8. Might as well keep my military top of the world. Oh, yeah. Let's look at what governments are in place. So, democracy. Her Majesty's government in France. So another kind of democracy. Russia remains with the Tsars. So good for them. I'm pleased they've managed to do it. Austria, a Prussian constitution. UK, They're constitutional monarchy still. Same with the Netherlands. Japan, full-on absolute monarchy. Her Majesty's monarchy. So yeah, that's kind of... Spain went proletarian dictatorship. Because of course they would. Spain did not... they did not weather the trouble of this era all that well. I'm sad to say. Very sad to say. And I've seen bigger scores, but we did pretty good. And hey, our budget's fine. What haven't I been doing with my budget lately anyways? You know what? Let's decrease taxes. I had this one period where because I was able to properly manage my economy with interventionism, I just had so much wealth. Oh yeah, that's also a good thing to check out. So, we have a good minimum wage, 8-hour workday, excellent safety regulations, generous unemployment, a good pension system, good universal public health care, and a fantastic school system. The only thing I might have changed would be the upper house. That 2% thing, not a fan. Also, first past the post, terrible system. It's proportional representation. That is the thing, but we couldn't take it. So I think is the Jefferson highest out? No. One of the two. Anyways. Washington is a fantastic place. It's a cultural and economic panorama of amazement. The year 1935 will always be remembered as the golden age of Washington. All right. We allowed unions, press have free press, you can meet how you want. Everyone gets equal votes. And no one has to share what they voted for. I never did prohibit liquor. And there it is. And 100 momentous years have passed, and we're in the modern age. Our country did great. 98% literacy. That's good. All the techs, all the inventions. So there we go. US, France, Russia, Austria, UK, Netherlands, Japan, Sweden. In that order, 4 great powers. Oh, Japan, 2000. Really climbed up there. China, Australia, Denmark, Prussia, Brazil, Poland, South German Federation, and finally Mexico for secondary powers in the world. And there you have it. And I was rich. I had a lot of cash that was just kind of floating there, being spent because I didn't want to tax people. And it was great. And I hope you all had a great time, because I certainly did. And with that in mind, we're going to call it there. I don't know, I'm sure we'll play... I might do the Ottomans one day. I'm not sure yet, but otherwise... I don't know. Let's all hope, fingers crossed, for Victoria 3, everybody. Bye!